But you know, a bunch of black women. How they want this in a man. How you looking for this? I want a man to take care of me, support me, do all these good things for me, open the door for me. But as I'm growing up and I'm looking at these same women and seeing the niggas they get with, I'm like, but I thought you wanted this. I thought you wanted the good dude. I thought you wanted a good man. Why y'all messing with these niggas that's back and forth out of prison, ain't got no job? He's going from his mama house to his baby mama house to prison. And then he coming over to your house. Why are you choosing these niggas out there selling dope instead of getting a good job? Why y'all choosing these niggas that will take your car because they got no car, drive your car around all day, and you end up having to walk home from work? Why y'all keep choosing these niggas that's going against what y'all saying that y'all like? It's biology, baby. A woman will give all these different answers. Oh, why we like does? Why we like does? Because they more exciting. And yes, you're not lying to that. But you're not giving the whole story. It's biology, baby. And you can't help it. No one on this earth can help what they're sexually attracted to. For the most part, black men are attracted to a big behind. White men are attracted to legs and breasts. You understand what I'm saying? So we cannot help what we're sexually attracted to. And this is what it comes down to, why women prefer these bad boys, these thugs, and these bum niggas. But meanwhile, going out in public saying they want a good guy. Why? My wife used to always come tell me about this chick, right? And I'm not going to exaggerate the story, but the core is pretty much the same. So don't worry about too much of the details. I'm pretty sure it's going to apply to somebody on this earth, okay? My wife used to know this lady. She was dating this nigga, got married to him. She had 3 or 4 kids by him, right? The nigga didn't have a job. She had a job, though. She had to work her behind off, man. She had to work overtime. Even while she was pregnant. She worked up into the day she went in labor, baby. Dude would take her whole check from her. Dude wouldn't go get a job. They ain't got no food in the refrigerator. The lights about to get cut off. Understand me? But you think this nigga got up and went to work? Hell no. Only time he went to work was to go get that first check, and once he got that first check, he quit. Then he up there spend her money. This hoe gave him her whole check that she worked for. You think any of that money, you think he spent that money on bills and food? No, this nigga went out there and bought drugs. They're smoking it together. Weed, okay? Drugs, weed, whatever. Okay? The point is still the same. Okay? It don't matter what it was. It wasn't going to the right thing. This lady would have to walk home from work. Basically, dude was the most bummest nigga. And every time I've seen dude, it irritates the hell out of me. Because I'm like, dude, you got kids, nigga. Somebody will always come and tell me about this chick. And, oh, I'm done with this nigga. I'm so done with this nigga. I'm about to leave this nigga. I do better by myself. So, me and my wife was talking and, she's like, why do women stay with these dudes? Because she knew a couple of people that's like that. The dude don't have no job. The woman supporting this man. And so she like, why are women like that? And I'm thinking to myself, you a woman. You know why women stay with these type of dudes. You know why women choose these type of dudes. Are you acting naive? I don't know if she was acting naive. Does she really know? But pretty much women think on the same emotional plane. They think on the same emotional plane. They might have different thoughts, but women's brains are wired the same. Okay? So I'm like, baby, we're in the 1950s no more, man. What do I mean by that? What I mean by we're not in the 1950s no more. Before the welfare state where, of the 1960s where black women could start getting money from the government, before the feminist movement and women's equal rights and things like that, and before babies came with checks or there was a incentive to have babies and no dad be around, you get money. Before that time, basically, women needed men to financially support them. They needed that because women, by the most part, didn't make enough money to support themselves, so they had to live with their mama, their daddy. Okay, they had to live with somebody else to support them because they couldn't do it. They didn't make money. They didn't make enough money like they do today. You understand what I'm saying? Now, in comes the feminist movement, which gave women equal right at jobs, and even today, women don't make as much money as men. They don't make enough as much money as men. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling on my words. I'm trying to make this video brief because I can talk, okay? But they don't make as much money as men. They make enough to support themselves. So women by far can do bad all by themselves. That goes without saying. If a woman went to Pluto or Jupiter or to another, a woman could do it all by herself. You understand what I'm saying? I grew up around women who didn't have nothing, but they made meals out of it. So women could do bad by themselves, okay? So in that day and age, in the 1950s and before, a woman would have to, by necessity, find and choose a man who would support her, or both of them would be on the street or living with their parents. And also that woman would look bad to the public. So for the most part, before the 1950s, women would have to choose the best type of dudes. And I think that's what happened is I grew up around a different generation of women. I didn't grow up around this generation of women now. Okay? I grew up around other women who they spoke from their mindset coming up from that generation. But anyway, today in the year 2018, a woman don't need a man to financially support her. A woman could do it all by herself. All she needs to do is have kids or go work a job. A woman can live by herself and financially be set. The only thing a woman today needs from a man is dick and security. You understand what I'm saying? Let me repeat that again. The only thing a woman needs today is dick and security. So anytime you see a woman taking care of a nigga and keep having this nigga come live with her, let him drive her car all day to go pick up another woman, and she still stand with this nigga, just understand she's not doing it because she needs this nigga to support her. She needs security. And for the most part, these women that have a nigga that's out there, about that life, these women a lot of times jump off at the mouth. They all up in your face because they know they can get Leroy to come beat your behind. All right. So a lot of times these women who they like to jump off at the mouth and get the last word, they're the ones that look for security. But for the most part, these women today only need a man for dick. Now they can get a vibrator, but something about the human touch that make that sex so much better. So today, women only need men for dick and security. And that's all they need it for. Now let's get to why they pick these men on the street, these bum niggas, these low-life niggas who ain't got no job, no dreams, no intuition, and no motivation to do nothing but play games all day. And after you come home from working all day, ready to jump in your drawers. Comes down to sexual attraction. And again, you can't help who you are sexually attracted to. You understand what I'm saying? See, when a woman see a man out there, women will say, "Oh, I like this because they're excited, because they're unpredictable, because I want a man to control me." What they're really saying is, if you translate that, that's what they want in the bedroom. They want exciting dick. They want controlling dick. They want unpredictable dick. And good guys don't have that. Not saying that good guys can't work in the bedroom, but a woman don't know what you could do in the bedroom. All she can go by is what they see you doing down the street. What they can see you doing outside with your clothes on. How you dance. How you move. How you act around other people. That aggression. All that stuff translates into the bedroom. And it makes her pussy wet. See, a dude going to work every day, that's predictable, man. A dude going to work, well behaved. All that stuff translates to the bedroom. This is how the bedroom gonna be when we get together. It's going to be predictable dick. It's going to be boring dick. I don't want that. They did a study on women who were ovulating, okay? Women who are ovulating. They said women who are ovulating are sexually aroused by men with more masculine faces. What do I mean by that? Men with longer faces, broader jawlines, less cheekbones. Men with round faces have a feminine face to women, so they're not sexually attracted to that. Yeah, when a woman have a baby, yeah, they might be sexually attracted. They might like and crave that type of face because it reminds her of mama, somebody who's going to help nurture her while she nurture her baby. But for the most part, a woman who's ovulating, she needs that dick in her life. Because sex is solely for the purpose of reproduction. Yes, it feels good, but that's for the dopamine boost. Dopamine has to do with the motivation. Dopamine is what motivates you to get that reward. So the feel good of the sex has nothing to do. That doesn't mean we have sex just for the feeling. We have sex to reproduce. And women by far wants to pass those genes down to their children. See, back in the 80s when I grew up, what was black women always looking for? That man with that good hair, right? Why was women looking for a man with good hair? Because they want to pass that genes down to their kids. They want a light-skinned dude because light skin was going to make their kids more lighter than what they were. So women and any type of animal are looking to pass down genes to the next generation. You see what I'm saying? Women want man to protect them. And as much as black women went through this country and being victimized and things like that, they always need a man to protect them. They always feel the need, and they feel the need to be protected. So they want a son that's gonna get that macho, that aggressive gene from their father. But anyway, getting back to the sex, and this is why. Oh, getting back to that study. They say when women are ovulating, they're sexually aroused by a man with masculine face, even if that man is not their boyfriend. So they could be walking down the street with their boyfriend ovulating, and a man walk by a masculine face, they're going to have that wondering eye. And it illustrates so much that today, women will sit there and marry the nice guy, but when that nice guy going to work, she busting it wide open for Tyrone. She cheat on a nigga with a lower nigga than her. This nigga all in his feeling because I took care of you. I paid your bills. I never cheated. I never beat it on you. And you go cheat on me with this Beanie Siegel looking nigga? See, that's it right there, man. That's it in a nutshell, man. All these women can say what they like and what they like. Yeah, a woman could like you. If a woman like you, guess what? That don't mean she's sexually attracted to you, man. A woman could like her uncle. A woman could like her brother. A woman could like her gay best friend. But she's not sexually attracted to them dudes. And once them dudes do something or make her mad, she can cut them dudes off. Because there's no connection with liking. I can like any person that I want to. But that's not going to keep me connected to them. I can like this TV, but guess what? If it's not serving my needs, I'm going to throw that TV out and I'm going to go get another one. But if I have a connection, I have a sexual connection, I can't throw it out. Because in my mind, it can never be replaced. You see what I'm saying? For the most part, even studies have shown that your first orgasm, the first thing that made you orgasm, is going to be your sexual fantasy throughout your life. So if a woman's first orgasm by a thug or Tyrone, then that's going to be her sexual fantasy because that's the only thing she feels is going to get that orgasm in her life. It was never by no good dude, and for the most part, good guys in school were a lot of times didn't have enough confidence to approach a woman. So it was always the bad boys approach this woman, and he's the one who hit that spot growing up. So as she get older, that's all she gonna desire growing up. But again, it's always about sexual attraction, never liking. If you get a woman to like you, woman say, "Oh, I like you, I like you, I like you," that doesn't mean she's sexually attracted. That doesn't mean you getting her pussy wet. Remember, a dry pussy is not enjoyable for the man or the woman. If your pussy is dry, you're not getting in it. No matter what you do. You get this woman $1 million. And she might give you something, but I don't mean the pussy going to be wet. Because if it's wet, that means she's thinking about another nigga who she feels is making the sex exciting. Okay? So yeah, a woman can say whatever they want to. Oh, I want this, I like this, and like that. Try to understand what they're really sexually attracted to. And no matter how old they are, because what a woman likes today might not be what she likes tomorrow. Life has to do with emotions, okay? And a woman who's emotionally driven is not going to have the same like from week to week, from hour to hour. But guess what? They're always going to have the same sexual attraction throughout their whole life, from the cradle to the grave. So whatever a woman's attracted to, she's attracted to. She can't help it. Us men can't help what we sexually attracted to, okay? No need to fake or be somebody else to get a woman's to like you and notice you. You understand what I'm saying? If a woman is in a relationship, don't mean she's sexually attracted to you. She just like you. These women hit the wall and get with these nice guys, but yet cheat on with the person she's always been sexually attracted to. That's why women like us, because it's a sexual attraction, man. It's the excitement, and all that stuff translates to the bedroom. us good niggas are born to them, man. It don't mean that in real life we're born, but women go by something called intuition, whatever the hell that is. And that has led them wrong many ways down the road. And a lot of times they get it, sometimes they don't. You'll see these 50-year-old heifers up in the club trying to get these young 20-year-old men because of woman's intuition. But anyway, man, thank you for watching. I'm out.